Greetings, traveler.
Alright guys, I have returned. Have a look. And we are ready to get started. If you do not know how to participate in the draft, use !drafts. That will prompt a link or prompt a command that has a link. Click that link and then click the card there. Alright, looks like we're going to start off with a Voidwalker. I agree. Early game, it's always nice to get some fodder for Evil Genius. Yes, Beb. ZD Man, who maintains the site, has added that now. Yep, I mean, it's a pretty bad bucket, so let's say it's a pretty easy Broodmother. This is a very cool pick, because it does show that divide in the chat. And they're really, really neck and neck. It almost feels like one side is saying, it's the Councilman, you idiots. And the other ones are saying, no, it's always Hawksteed. What are you doing? And poor Fairy Dragon's like, hey guys, it's the 2-drop meta. I'm here as well. I know what I want, right? I definitely know what I want. But I'm giving you guys a little time. Looks like it's slowed down a little bit now. I am with the majority here. I like the Councilman. Especially this early, we can build a Councilman style deck. Councilman is very, very strong. For any of you who did not play with this card back when it was in the meta, a very strong card. So many options for that to build a more aggressive Warlock. Res Hawksteed is a super solid card, but it's not just gonna win the game on its own. And Councilman can pretty much just win the game on its own if it pops off. It's got 5 health, it's not very easy to kill. Miroro, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. So, very cool pick because it does show that divide, I think, between the people that have played Councilman in Zoo style decks and the people that are just like, okay, well, Hog is really good in this meta, let's just always pick it. I'm not saying everyone that voted Hog hasn't played with Councilman, but I think most people that pick Councilman, they have played with Councilman back in the day, and it was pretty insane. Yep, I agree. Especially with that Councilman pick, we like some cheap cards, and getting a ping and Warlock is nice. Hog is so good in Zoo and in this meta. Sure, you're not going to hear me say that's not the case. But would you pick... I like the Dwarf here as well. We are moving towards that archetype, right? We have a Voidwalker, Blowgale, Councilman. The Broodmother's a tiny bit out of place, but the pack was so bad that, you know, it was pretty much the only pick. So, I like it. I like it a lot. I would. That's why I voted the Hog. I would say, for me, it was a clear Councilman. It's close-ish because they're both strong cards, but not close enough to make me doubt. Councilman's often a 1-5 if you don't have the right deck. I think if you don't have the right deck for Councilman, you don't have the right deck for Warlock right now. I think a lot of people that are drafting decks where Councilman doesn't fit, they don't understand right now how Warlock works. Now, you can get super unlucky and get absolutely no early game, but then you're planning to get really unlucky. I don't like that. Yeah, for me, this is not Shovel Fist, but I'm not like super sad with it. But the deck is not a Shovel Fist deck right now. Absolutely not. Like I said just now, we've got the shape of a great Zoo opener. Voidwalker, Blowgill, Councilman, and Dark Iron. So we can pick either Crusader to add more pressure, right, in the mid game, or Hired Gun for more Zoo stuff. I think I would have picked Crusader over the Hired Gun, just because if we can find like Evil Genius and stuff, we can make our turn 3 work with 1-mana cards and lackeys and stuff. But I mean, I don't hate Shovel Fist. It's not like it's a terrible card. It's the best card here, but for the deck we're trying to build, it is not the best card, if that makes sense. So then we're just picking a high quality card, which, you know, it's never the worst. but I'm okay with the Shovel Fist. We will start a new type of chat draft after we're done with the leaderboard run, where I might have 1 or 3 vetoes or so. And we'll see how fun that is, where I get to decide sometimes where, you know what, chat, I'm going to go against the majority pick here. And I need to spend those vetoes wisely. However, we've done the previous part of the chat drafts without those vetoes. So we'll finish the leaderboard run without the vetoes, and we'll start messing around with them later on. 1 or 30 vetoes, yeah. Yeah. I think 3 vetoes is probably okay. Like I said, yeah, no, it's 1 out of 10 picks, right? But we'll see. We'll see what's fun. 3 vetoes? Might as well draft by yourself. For me, it's all about what you guys enjoy the most. And the veto thing has been brought up a lot. So we should at least mess around with it. Yes! Slam dunk another councilman. Well, that was a very, very clear councilman in that pack though, Jedit. Whereas Hawksteed's a phenomenal card on its own. I think we can try anything from 1 to 3 vetoes and see what is the most fun. 1 veto could be a lot of fun because I really, really need to use it wisely. 2 feels a bit off for some reason. It's like 1 or 3 in the way how I feel about it. But I don't know. Maybe just 3 feels like a better number. I like the Crusader here as well, chat. Yep. Get some pressure. The way how the deck is constructed right now, we are looking for good 1-drops. We are looking for some pressure. Whereas Mortal Coil, is it a useful card? Yeah, it's a useful card, but it doesn't apply pressure, right? Whereas jamming a Crusader on turn 5, that applies pressure. We're trying to get ahead with the Councilmans and then just close the game out, hit our opponent in the face. And the Crusader does that better than a Mortal Coil does. 1 or 2, 3 would be too many. Yeah, I don't mind. Like I said, I don't, honestly, for me, I'm totally fine without the veto, right? Because I don't mind this. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're playing a Zooish deck. There's a good 1-drop, so yeah, we'll take it. This one's interesting. This one's definitely interesting. Curious to see what you guys want here. What was I saying earlier? Yeah, for me, I don't need the vetoes. I'm actually enjoying the system without the vetoes. It's just that it has come up a lot as a suggestion. So I want to try it out where we have the veto and see if it's more enjoyable or less enjoyable. Yep, I would say that Flame Imp would be a phenomenal card for this deck. But when you have 2 Councilmen, Haunted Creeper is just, oh, it's so good because the Death Rattle will grow the Councilman. So good. So you get to play Creeper on turn 2, then you get to play Councilman on 3, then you pop your Creeper, and it is immediately a 3/5. Super strong. So very, very good. We also have Dark Iron Dwarf to buff the Creeper. We might get Evil Genius to pop the Creeper. So Creeper is just in an amazing spot for this draft right now. Very, very good. Yeah, I think so too, Ransu. I think I should save my vetoes for when I'm just like, the pick makes no sense. Whereas I'm going like, okay, this is something I would never do myself, but I can kind of see it. I shouldn't veto those picks, but I should veto the picks where I'm like, yeah, chat, you're shooting yourself in the foot here, right? Like, the Shovel Fist pick is not like it's terrible, but I'm like, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, right, with the Shovel Fist pick. All right, Dread Infernal. I like it. I like it. It's a nice, aggressive, sort of more late game card for a Zoo deck. I like it more than, say, a Burly because it comes down earlier. You get to use the 1 damage to make the board more favorable for you. But yeah, there's no veto this draft, for sure. No veto this draft. We're finishing the leaderboard run without any vetoes, for anyone that was confused. Shapiro, thank you for the $5 tip through quest mode. Very much appreciated. Can you go back to constructed? Oh man. Not sure if chat will like that. All right. Duskbat with the councilman is cute, but I will take the 4-drop as well. It's easier to fit into the curve. We already have a 5-mana card. It's a 5 health 4-drop, survives AoE. Pretty much all the things I've told you guys already that I like about it. So, very nice. Yeah, a veto for the Gladiator's Longbow, for instance. On the other hand, that Fiery Bat showed up a lot, like a crazy amount. So I'm not even sure if the Longbow would have done better. It's like the Bat knew how much faith you guys put in the Bat, right? All right, yeah. So Bomber is a little bit awkward in Zoo because you usually have 1-drops and you have some tokens. But I think so as well that we'd rather have a 2-mana card here than the rest, so close-ish. The Longbow would have shown up a lot. Yeah, not so great on turn 1 though. Fellfire is better than you think. Yeah. I think it was close. But I think if you skip turn 2 with Zoo, you may as well scoop, right? So the Bomber reduces the chance that we want to scoop. Also, it's early to pick one because you don't really want 2 of them. All right, Fairy Dragon. I like it. Even though we're Warlock and healing our face isn't bad, we do want to be aggressive. So healing our opponent's face is bad. So I definitely like it. It's less bad than when we're playing aggressive Rogue. Because as a Warlock, you can life tap and you're not going to run out of mana. Or you're not going to run out of mana as long as you keep life tapping, guys. Well, you know what I was trying to say. Right? But with Rogue, you do have that very limited amount of resources. So healing your opponent's face is a lot worse there. Yes, Hawksteed, I agree. Is Rager a cute pick with the Councilman? Yes. But is Hawksteed just a more practical pick with the Councilman? Also yes. And it's just better outside of that. So, for sure. Love the Hawksteed there. Very good Councilman synergy as well. Counts as 2 summons the moment the Death Rattle gets popped. Very good, very good. In WoW, you won't run out of mana as long as you life tap. That's true. Obviously, I was referring to WoW. This one is indeed interesting. All right, I think we have enough votes, right? There's enough of a divide. I think when you look at the deck, you like the Crystal Weaver a lot. Because Voidwalker Crystal Weaver is really good. A 1-mana 1/3 is decent. A 1-mana 2/4 is nuts, right? That's really strong. So the fact that Crystal Weaver doesn't really have a downside, it's a 4-mana 5/4, and it just has the upside, makes it really, really nice. Hawk is definitely not a bad card, and it's not a bad fit for the deck. So, you know, this is definitely something I would even consider vetoing. But we do have a Crusader already, and we do have 2 Councilmen, and it's not a guarantee that we are going to Councilman on 3, especially if we do find Evil Genius later on, especially if you pick up a couple other 3-drops. So it could be that turn 5 you want to Councilman 2-drop, and then we have 2 5-drops already, for instance, right? So I'm not saying that it's always going to be more awkward. I just feel like there is a little bit more potential for Crystal Weaver. But, as I mentioned earlier, absolutely not anything I would even consider vetoing. All right, Abyssal. It's really not the worst deck for Chow, but, you know. As long as Chow is up against Abyssal, it's not going to get picked. I think it's easy to look at this pack and dismiss the Demon Fire and be like, oh, let's just pick Owl or Zoo. But with 2 Voidwalkers, Demon Fire is an absolute asset, right? It's very nasty if you can get a Sen'jin on turn 2. So, very nice. I do like it. And it only makes me feel like we missed out on the other demon synergy a bit more, right? Is Abyssal a good card? It seems bad because it deals 3 damage to your own face. Not sure if serious. Feel free to explain why Abyssal is a good card, chat. The deck has no hue yet. A lot of self-damage might be an issue. I shall refer this gentleman to the 6 Flame Imp deck. Looks like we are going for Dancing Swords. Had we skipped the Hog, I would be leaning Investigator. Because we didn't, I agree with the Swords. We could start a campaign against the Abyssal, right? 3 damage to your own face is too steep a price to pay. Hashtag pick Chow. And then we lower the amount of Abyssals in the arena. I don't think you can really go wrong here, chat. I think they're both strong. Wow, you guys are keeping it close. All right, let's do first to 100. First to 100. If you care, get your vote in. Your vote matters. Let's go. Close. Keeping it close. 4 more, 3 more. For real? Oh my god. All right. Okay. Do I like it? I mean, I love a Dwarf for this deck, for sure. Dwarf's a good card for the deck. So, Henge Clan Hag does also provide us with... Oh, man. Had we had the demon buff guy, right? Oh! Like, you play the Henge Clan Hag, it summons demons, oof, man. Okay, I think that would be the swing vote. Are you not enjoying Hunter right now? I'm playing actually a lot of Hunter, Peter. I've been really liking Hunter. Super fun. Your vote matters. We will build a wall. Nemesis, thanks so much for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. All right, so we pick Dwarf. We move on. So Henge Clan Hag does have a lot of synergy with the Councilman, and it is a little easier to get it down than the Dwarf. So I would have really not been against picking the Henge Clan Hag here. I think in my deck, it would have been the Hag, for sure. I think for this deck, it's so close. It's really close. Hag won. It actually got stuck at 99, and the Dwarf crossed the finish line first. It's actually really funny. All right, Possessed Villager. Absolutely. Great card, works really well with the Dwarves, works really well with the Councilman. Just no reason not to pick it. It was a 104, 105 on my screen. Yep, but first to 100, you don't really care what the end score is then, right? At some point I need to make a call, otherwise we sit here forever, right? Is it never Voidcaller? I mean, Voidcaller's a strong pick. I don't want it more than the Possessed Villager. But it'd be a strong pick. Yeah, we have Abyssal, Infernal, and Broodmother. But it's nowhere near as nice as a 1-drop to make everything just gel nicely. Alright, looks like we are picking a Shadow Flame. I don't hate it. There's 2 Dwarves. We could do some cute turn 8, buff something with the Dwarf, then blow it up play. That probably happens more than once this run. Shadow Flame's like the only AoE that I like more when you're on the board. Because you're not like blowing up your entire board. Felfire is okay because it deals 5 face mainly. And obviously, you know, Abyssal's always good, right? So, but Shadow Flame's probably my favorite AoE spell when you're playing this kind of deck. I'm just gonna point to my boy Total Corruption, Total Power. He would have been so good for this deck. What's he called again, guys? I know the battle cries, I don't know the names. Yes, Flame Imp, absolutely. Kaboom! Flame Imp. Yeah, Evil Genius would take this deck to the next level. I think it's a decent deck right now. It becomes an amazing deck with like 2 Evil Genius. Crystal Weaver, yeah. Crystal Weaver would have been so nice for this deck. We would have had the Hag, right? So that's another 2 demons you spawn. We have Flame Imp, 2 Voidwalkers. Demon Fire is looking pretty good. Alright, yes, we like another Councilman. Let's go. If you had a veto, you would have vetoed the Hog? I don't know. I mean, I don't think Hog is awkward enough. I think that the Shovel Fist like is more awkward than the Hog, and I'm not even sure if I would have vetoed that one. But I think the Shovel Fist is the most awkward pick in the deck right now. Alright, looks like we're going with Scribe, and I definitely don't mind it. There are 3 Councilmen in the deck already. A 4th one is not a bad addition, but I do think that adding a Scribe is better. So, good stuff, chat. Also, it's a phenomenal Shadow Flame target. It's a good Dark Iron Dwarf target if you're trading into like an 8/8 or whatnot, so... In hindsight, do you like the first Councilman? I don't really think in that manner, right? So are you asking me if we would get offered 4 Councilmen if I would have preferred to hog? Because I don't think that's very productive, right? Because I can tell you on average, you're not going to get 4 Councilmen offered. Alrighty. So, Sneak or Racketeer? The best card here is Racketeer for most decks. But I agree that we should pick the Sneak because we have Broodmother, Infernal, and Scribe already on turn 6. So, good stuff. Man, this deck is funny. Evil Genius, though. Where are you? Dwarf over Hag pick is screwing us. It would have made the deck a little bit more flexible, but the Dwarf is more raw power though, right? It's not as terrible. We do also have some decent targets for Dwarf. There's the Henge Clan token, there's Haunted Creeper and its tokens, there's Villager and its tokens, there's Voidwalker, so we're definitely not without targets for Dwarfs. So, would you pick Evil Genius over Abyssal at this point? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, snap. Which shows you guys how poorly Evil Genius is bucketed. For this deck, it's not a consideration even. The Enforcer over Genius. You snap the Genius, but they're not even in the same bucket, so it's not even... I don't even give you guys like help with that, right? Because I mean, I don't know the last game you guys... I don't know the last time you guys skipped the Genius in draft. I wonder what we pick here. Oh, and now we need another one, chat. Now we need another one. Another one. Come on. Let's go. Alright, we got one more pick. Not influenced at all. Well, let's be honest. I don't think at this point... I would have to try really hard to influence you guys to not pick an Evil Genius. One of these cards is not a 6-drop. And I agree that we should pick that card. Also, Sneak Dwarf, little less, you know, amazing, but consistent, right? Oh man, this deck. Alright, let's go.
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright. We might only have time for one game with this deck, guys. So I'm gonna try to make it real fast and get 2 in. Alright? Let's go. Let's just kill this guy real quick. If he coins the hog, it's okay. I'll put this against the 1/1. But it's a little bit of a consideration to protect your imp from the 2/1. Time runs out on me. Ah, hello there, Shovel Fists. Make yourself comfortable, it's gonna be a while. What's happened after that one game? You mean why I have to go? Or it's my girlfriend's birthday and we're going out for lunch. As you command. Streamer has a real life. I streamed a ridiculous amount last month, guys. I need to take it a little easier now. Besides, most... No! 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 Man, do I want to just hit him in the face. And that's just what we're gonna do, chat. We don't negotiate with mages here. We flip our thing. Smack him, there we go. Not what you had in mind, right, punk? Hmm? Very good. Hit it very hard. Sure. The only reason I kinda didn't like this is cause he would free kill the Voidwalker. Alright. 19 more damage. Let the games begin. This might feel a little weird over tapping, but I want to play for full tempo here. Because if let's say my next draw is a Councilman, I can just go Councilman Sneak and I already have this developed. If I whiff my next draw, meaning I don't get to spend my mana properly, I can still tap. But this is more a zoo thing you do. You want to, essentially when you play zoo, you want to delay the moment where you need to tap as long as you can. Yes, ping the Sneak. Let's go. I think he just realized, like, maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. Alright. Guess now we're tapping, because this is a 4 and a 3. I'm gonna let him ping, it's okay. We're just exchanging mana with one another. I don't want him to not have to ping and just play a Scribe or something. Because Scribe versus the 3-5 would suck. Whereas now I feel he will... Now I think he will feel obligated to ping. And maybe make a slower play, like Raven here. Not that he has a Scribe in his hand, right? But you know what I'm saying. This is something, especially when you're a bit newer to Arena, or maybe even just newer to the game in general. You say, why would you ever do this? He just kills it for free. But it costs 2 mana. And if he has to use 2 mana, that means there's a lot less plays he can do than when he doesn't have that 2 mana restriction. After your lunch, don't forget to tip the target.
Runs out on me.
Don't forget to tip your target.
What to do?
Is there a recording of the time you played together? No, Nike. Well, I mean there was, but not anymore. Evidence has been deleted. Monka W. Now we tap because we have 3 and a 2. Three face is nice, but I think I will pick up the Enrage and make him deal 2 damage while simultaneously protecting the Councilman. But close, because, you know, we are Zoo, we are aggressive, we like the face damage. We have some reach in our deck, there's 2 Abyssals. If this was a Sinjin, I absolutely go face, because it already protects the Councilman. If it's a regular 3-5, I probably still go face, but it's an enraged minion, or a minion that has 2 more attack while damaged. So there is some upside to trading. So everything considered, I'm okay with it. Would you keep Doom in your opening hand if you were control and it was your only board clear? It's 10 mana, so no. I would not keep a Doom in my opening hand. Also, if you're a control deck and Doom is your only board clear, you're probably not a control deck. If that makes sense. Something went wrong along the way.
Runs out on me.
Yep, just hit the creeper, baby. No, hit the... Yeah, no, no. Damn it. That was cheating, man. He was thinking about his turn and stuff. I think I'm gonna start with Bomber, but if it kills my Councilman, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Alright, Bomber. Don't disappoint me. Sure. Oh, I could have traded and eaten the token. Well, that's embarrassing.
almost out of time.
Easy clap. You don't understand the evolve? The sound effect of the card I was afraid of was whoosh. And this is the 3-drop, right? The only 3 on the board. Or not? Did I miss one? No, right? Okay. You could evolve the 2/2. I got a heckle bot. Stop giving me shit, okay? Clearly this was the right line. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Never skip dig dig. Dig dig dig. Got him. The Ringmaster, thank you for the subscription. Welcome. But I don't think that that kind of mood is very, very good for either getting good results in the arena or being a good streamer. So the best way around, it's not like I'm in a shitty mood or anything, like, but it's just a little bit more carefree, and I guess it's sort of maybe a way to deal with comments in chat when I'm just like, I was actually thinking about warming up off stream next time, but I think a better way for me is to just close chat while I'm warming up and then be like, all right chat, I'm warmed up, what have you guys been up to? So that's probably better, because when I'm warming up, it's like a morning, how do you say that? We have a bad mood in the morning. That's me when I'm warming up. And then when I'm warmed up, I'm a different person. I was thinking, do I keep the Abyssal, but I guess just the Sniper will do. All right, we got the Genius. That's the main thing. Don't worry, chat. I would never keep that hand. The Abyssal, maybe. Alrighty. Let's start talking and thinking about our plays. We've just picked up Councilman. I don't think there's a reason to coin anything here, so I'll play this guy. But there is a world where the Councilman comes out next turn and we grow it with the Bop here. The problem with that is that we need another 1-drop to make that work. Or just more Councilman. Yep. That should be pretty nasty for him to deal with off a tap. So this is 1, this is 3, but it's probably better just to get another Councilman rolling and pressure him. It's a lot of pressure. There is a chance he gets to deal with one of the Councilmen because we made that bop, but second we should be fine. Alright. That's a sad Councilman, man. Food for an evil genius. That was the face of an expand. Oh my god, you're fucking joking. Ah! It's so frustrating. Where is my bullshit? Why don't I ever get bullshit, chat? So, 4 mana card. Deal 1 damage to your minion. Deal 4 damage. Distributed in chunks of 2 as you see fit. Summon a 2/2 and 2 1/1s. Not a bad card. I'd probably draft that. Yep, this is the point where we scoop, right? The moment they play 2. They've now officially outplayed us. Fucking hate this. We're probably still in a good spot. We got a Scribe, we got an Abyssal, and we got our Councilman off first. It's still just frustrating. I can't help it, man. I get triggered. I get triggered. Alright, let's think about Hellfire. Let's think about Hellfire, eh? I can keep a sword alive. That is a sad prospect. That is a very sad prospect. I think I'm gonna jam the 4, right? Wow, that makes Dread Infernal a whole lot better, though. Alright. Play around the Infernal. Bump Councilman Infernal is rather devastating, then. From nothing. Power! So next turn, his Abyssal. Big reason to make sure he can't put this to 3. Ideally, I get to push face with the Councilman this turn and put the Scribe down. Trade with these guys. Push face with the swords. Sort of okay, but it gets a little iffier after this. This might mean we have to trade with Councilman, which is sad. He'd have to make a very specific board here. Yeah. We're gonna play some Slay the Spire until the nerfs hit. Alright, so on the one hand, it's a shame that we cannot keep our sword out of abyssal range. But on the other hand, he has given us the peace of mind that trading with the Councilman will not result in anything we want anyway. So we get to just go in. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I might be wrong. Let's see, because this always goes face, because he needs to put one in here. But, it's 6 face, fuck it, right? I can't not push 6 here. But if you trade with the Councilman, he doesn't get to boop, boop, blow him up, and then you get your Scribe instead of the 1/1s. But it's 6 face and a Warlock Mirror. You can't pass that up, it's too much. That's 3 life taps later on. His Abyssal deals 3, my Abyssal deals 3. That's a 12 health point swing between this turn and the next if this goes face. So you probably have to do it. I've said it a couple times now. I think the meta is very enjoyable aside from Lackeys and Conjure's Calling. Conjure's Calling is the one that I tend to leave out just because it hasn't really screwed me over as many times, but we can all remember the clip. When it hits hard. So yeah, I think those are the 2 problems right now. Lackey Generators and Conjure's Calling. Alright, we close, boys. We close. I'm very tempted to just put him to 1. Leave him with the 5/1. And wish him good luck. I mean, you can't even use the Dread. So it's nice. And we have a Stealth minion. And this is only possible because we... he's still on 8 mana. Why is he still on 8 mana? Oh. Oh. God. Alright. This is personal now. You don't just sack packs another man's Abyssal Enforcer. There's rules. Unspoken rules about this shit. Well, I can't play an Abyssal. Or I can't play a Dread Infernal, rather. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a Sneak and a Dragon. And save a Sneak for lethal if he Abyssals us, right? I'm not going to play both the Sneaks. Hey, son. How was your weekend? Suppose it's already Wednesday, but like my day off, weekend-ish is Monday. My weekend is other people's like start of their workday. Happen. Okay. Okay. How was your weekend? How was your Monday and your Tuesday? You know, those days where everybody always has their day off. It's cool. We're cool. We're fine. We all good. No problem. How many did he do? 2? So the Sneak is on -1. So Dark Iron, Demon Fire kills it, right? Hunter has a 2 in average over 5 runs. Wow. I like this because then his guys die when he tries to AoE, right? Well, we'll see. Hunter coaching for Sun? I think Sun does plenty fine with Warlock. I think Sun's chat needs to be coached in the... Not Warlock, Hunter. I think Sun's chat needs to be coached in the Art of Smork. But Hunter's tough to draft for sure.
Calm down, I'm a doctor.
This looks like an average Warlock deck, so 12 wins? No Thar, thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back.
Almost out of time. So many possibilities.
It's weird how that works, but I think this is better than the other stuff.
Side effects.
Hey, good shit, Cosmin.
Trust little healing goes a long way.
You win this time.
4 Evil Genius.
Gul'dan versus Valir.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine.
Yeah, I'll mess around with other warriors when like right now I just build Smork Warrior because I think it's fun. I'll mess around with other warriors when the micro adjusts are in. Oh yeah, and he sackbacked our guy. Holy shit. Pretty good. You don't believe the adjusts are coming? If they are not here this week, then what are we doing here, right?
How much is this worth to you?
I'd find it very hard to believe that we don't get micro adjusts this week, but you know, could always happen. If they're just like, you know what, we might just wait until the rotation. This meta feels pretty good and stable. Smelly face. Smelly face.
It's time for
I don't even care too much about that. Well, I guess if you... It's like, yeah, Warlock's super strong and it's annoying, but I find that even if you would leave Warlock just the way how it is and you just micro-adjust up the other classes, it would already feel a lot more fun. Now, naturally, that would mean that Warlock's win rate would obviously drop just because they'd lose to other classes more often. But it's not like I even want Warlock nerfed to the ground. I just want the other classes to get better cards. So it's a little closer.
I wonder.
Get it out! Get it out! You're saying you want balance? Maybe not even balance. Maybe I just want a couple cards just to be dead. It's not the Warlock's hero power, the mole shots. Not that I think you're being serious anyway. Remember when we thought the new Warrior Omega card would be a problem? Yeah, it's because you think in a different... You think in a wrong manner about it, right? Yeah. You think in a Dragon Rory matter. Isn't that a part of it? No. No. You can look at Warlock's problem with this guy. And you served your papas. You served your papas. That one and this guy. Those are enough to make Warlock a problem right now. Time to waggle pick. What? No waggle pick. You're crazy, mister. Time to blow up our sneaks. Question mark. Question mark. Did the damage in there. I think they might have just underestimated the power level of the lackeys. Because flexibility is a huge thing in Arena. And giving you 1-mana cards that are good at doing various things, that's just a bad setup, right? Oh, mine. And we are going in. Whee! I will say, ever since I had my constructed run, I think I pushed twice the amount of face damage that I did before. Shadybunny, no mercy. Kill zone minions. Well, we pushed 9 face. 9 face is pretty good. Stag, come back. He's like, alright, now about that 6-5 on the board. Yesterday I sort of dragged Collins into a game or two to play. It's so cool, man. Like, let's say like 10 years ago, right? Let's first do this hand. This hand looks good, but throwing Dwarf might be better in favor for a Councilman. Because the hand looks pretty sweet if you get a councilman. Anyways. Like 10 years ago, if you liked a board game and you didn't have people around to play with, right? It's like tough luck. Now you can just go online and play on like Tabletop Simulator or whatever. So it's super cool. I didn't realize how popular those things were. Avid board gamer here. It's so good, the game. Hey, look, it's the thing we mulliganed for. It showed up, boys. Now the question is, do we get the 4/4 out to get initiative with that? Normally you want to get a councilman out. But I think in this case, initiative with the 4/4 is better. Because otherwise, I'm going to play a 4/4 into marked shot turn, and that's bad. So let's use the 4/4 first, so it doesn't get chunked by marked shot. It also destroys Leok if he rolls that. Anyways, yeah, the board game's really cool. You can Google it if you like. I think Collins and I yesterday were playing it on Board Game Arena, I believe the site was called. And we might play, you know, a few more games this week somewhere. But it's a little confusing to watch. Because there's a whole lot of things to it, but it's not quite as complicated as it seems at first glance. But, you know, I don't think it's a super streamable game. But if there's any players, that's the site I'm playing on from time to time. Oh. That draw. Beautiful. Bonk. That was a really good dancing swords. Isn't Terra Mystica 1v1 only, or you can play 4+ people too? It's 2 to 5, I believe. So yeah, definitely not just for 2 players. I guess I do kill the rats. Me.
So many possibilities.
It's not just the city of
I didn't like putting this to 3, but if he kill commands it or if he mark shots it, it's not so bad. That's a high main. God, I mean, you almost always ignore a high main, but he played it into a 5/4 Divine Shield. And I have a rush minion in my hand.
So many possibilities.
I'm not inspired to trade that.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
Back in my Yu-Gi-Oh days, I was organizing tournaments by sticking handwritten info sheets on every lamppost in the village. Oh my god. Holy, yeah. We were, like, I had a gaming center in the nearest city. And they organized tournaments, so that was pretty doable. What do you think about having a variety game day? I'm not a variety streamer, so people won't watch it. And it also is a message where people watch it, be like, oh, I thought he streamed Hearthstone. Too bad, I guess I'll have to unfollow him. I thought he was committed to Hearthstone. He'd need to unleash, yeah. Or unleash Wing Blast and stuff. Something like that. The good old Murglurglurglurglurglurglurs. Gurglurglur. Gurglurglurglurglurglur. As you command. Would you enjoy it though, Shady? I mean, there's a difference between... Okay, so... I think you can interpret that in two ways, right? There is like, do you enjoy it in terms of, is it fun right now? Or is it something that you enjoy because you know it's sort of the proper thing to do? Right? Because you can just give into an impulse, or you can be like, I did the thing that I knew I was supposed to do, and I feel pretty good about it now. I think I'm actually going to kill the 3-4. I'm a little sad about it, though. Didn't you already overcome that problem? Define overcome. That's still a lot of people that unfollow. It's still in the month that I streamed auto chess, I had a -+ follower rate. And I had a decent chunk of people that followed for auto chess. So it's just, yeah. And it's fine, right? It's not like I'm just like, I don't believe them. Ungrateful bastards, right? It's not like I'm sitting here like that. It's like, hey, I get it. You follow for one thing, I'm playing something else. You don't want to watch that. It's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. Now it's obviously the core group, right? That'll be here pretty much no matter what, that it'll enjoy. As long as I'm here, I'm explaining stuff. I bring the same energy to the game. Mom, what's a Dread Infernal? Never heard of it. Why do you ask? No reason. You played auto chess the whole month? Yeah, but I mean, throughout the auto chess streams, there was you know what I want, deck. Come on. Ew, just like free healing and a taunt. Really, game? Not the win on a platter. This is one of the most painful trades, but I think you actually have to give him the spawn here. Woo. Trade the 3-1. The problem with that is that he adds 2 more minions and then buffs 2 more minions. I really hate doing that. If you don't taunt, you might want to kill the bartender. Yeah, I think you have to taunt to remove power off the board, hopefully. That he doesn't just hit us with the forbidden words. Anyways, I'm actually going to focus a bit more on the game, guys, because we were talking about stuff, but this is your leaderboard run we are talking about here. We cannot just meme and talk... I want to say talk shop, but it's not correct. It's not the correct expression. What's the correct expression here?
You wish to live forever.
Alright, now give it a powered shield and then like trade the Infernal for free somehow. Sink all that damage into the Infernal, baby. Oh. Oh my god, he's killing it. We can see that the priest is out of his comfort zone. Monka ass.
I wonder.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
If you focus on the game, it's not a true chat leaderboard run. Boop. Boop. Wait, that it? That is it? Good sir. Do you have 2 shovel fists in your hand? Whee! Dig, dig, dig! Hench Clan Shadequill. Not a great play into Diggy. Forbidden words my face? That would be rude. Never skip dig day! Dig, dig, dig! Oof. Alright, now small taunt. Let's go. Voidwalker here. Blood Imp, you know. Do I have to? Yes. Yes, you do. Donk. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna pick a bad card, it may as well be a cheap taunt, right? Cheap taunts have sort of a limit on how bad they can be. Unless they're called Dirty Rat or Hecklebot, then there's no limit on how bad they can be. Hey Meowda Great, welcome back. I'm trying to fix this turn first. But I think we're good with 1 tap and pop the 6-1. Let him do his AoE first. Yeah, Deathlord is league, well, maybe not leagues above, but yeah, maybe leagues above. Deathlord has its place in certain decks. No, Scrawly! Give him back, you bastard. Some shady before bedtime. Has chat been learning well the past few days? 4-0 seems good so far. It's a pretty good deck. Yep. Good draft by chat. I was clicking way too close to the end turn button. Anyways.
Almost out of time.
And Incensus, thank you so much for the 9. Welcome back as well. $3 for your holiday funds. I have something like this. Any place you want to visit at some point. So, oh, my charge. My girlfriend is in charge of the holiday planning. Let me first figure out this turn.
Please accept this humble token of appreciation. Discovered you during this past weeks and have been avidly lurking. Thanks to your insight, article, and arena tips went 12 wins in a row for never winning a single arena since beta. Thanks.
That was I can't tell whether that was great or terrible timing. Let me read it again. Let me grab the donation. That was an unfortunate outcome of the random element in Hearthstone there, guys. I guess that was, what, a 1 in 5 or something? It's not the absolute most unthinkable outcome. Thank you so much for the donation. Let me first get this one right. So we were thinking about a couple of different ways how that could go wrong, and we only found one. It's if he snipes the shield guy. But what are the odds that he snipes the shield guy, right?
Gul'dan versus Rexa.
Let the hunt begin. Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, I'm here. What is all this chit and chat about? Yeah, Hog was just tempoed. Alright. I love coining Haunted Creeper. Don't need a lot of incentive to do so. That shovel fist on the life steal, or not the life steal, life gain death rattle. Henge Clan Sheet Quill. It's very, very nice. Very timely, if I do say so myself. Why, yes, I would like a councilman draw on curve. How considerate of you. So this happens, and then we can talk. Oh, shove it. So, Houndmaster gives it 6, gives it 3, 2 and a 1, 1 left. Trade, 2 health, 4 health, 1 health. So I can't kill the Houndmaster anyway. Feels bad to pre-trade then. Grab something to drink. 1 sec. He killed a dude. He did kill a dude. I like keeping it on 5. I like not keeping his face on 26. Yeah. You can kill Houndmaster if you pre-trade. You can?
No look save.
Did I count 1 less on the count zone or something? I probably did. We had such a phenomenal early game that I suppose this is just fair, right? Having to tap here. Skipping the turn completely, however. Not so fun. Not so fun at all. Killing the 2/2 makes little sense, I think, because the Dread Inferno will take it out.
Almost out of time. This
It's a little bit middle of the road. You want to kill a little bit, but killing the 2/2, it's probably going to go into the taunt, and then he has 1 damage or something to kill Councilman. Oh.
we shall end this discussion.
Oh. Mixed feelings about this Dread Infernal. It's funny, the Dwarf is pretty much as good, right? But the body is just worse, so... Oh, you don't even need the dwarf. You can just put the shield down. Monka? What would I rather have? A 5/4 Divine Shield up against the 2/1. Or a 6/6 on an empty board. Just taunt, right?
So many possibilities.
I guess once I realized that the Crusader would buff it, the taunt is the logical next step to consider. At first I thought I needed the dwarf to kill it off. Where does the taunt fail us? Not earlier than the Dread Infernal will. Okay, it's just better. It's just better.
Delicious.
Rebuild! Let's go.
Do you call that a weapon? Huh.
3 seems a good number to put him on. Yeah, the flip seems really bad, but it's probably that or dying. But it's, you know, you may as well... Maybe conceding was the better play. I don't know. Damn. Took the dwarf with him. Nasty little bat.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
We skipped turn 5. Yeah. If you go Coin Haunted Creeper into Hawksteed into Kansuman, you can probably afford that.
I greet you.
I have the feeling that this is the game where we get lackied.
Side effects? No.
Alright, Bomber. I'm gonna need you to do me a solid. 1 wherever you see fit, and 2 on the mixtures, please. Otherwise he's gonna go like, man, you have job, have it.
Wanna blow something up?
2 however you see fit. Sorry, didn't hear you. Just imagine, those 2 hits on his face could have been on the thing. I think this is the point where he's actually considering, like, is it just better to go, you know, heal, eat it?
A stranger will offer you aid.
Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. I see your spider tank, and I raise you an Overbrute. I see your Ogre Brutes, and I raise you Ascension Shieldmaster. I guess we should take it out and make him have the coil or something, right? It's a shame, I'd like to do this with Councilman. But the extra power now is gonna help out. And it also puts the 1 HP guy out pre-Dread Infernal. Does have the coil. Oh, no worries, Simha. I'm glad it's doing well for you. Can you give an example? Like, just out of curiosity, something you've noticed that you did differently that you wouldn't have done before? Just always think it's fun to hear. If you can't think of one, it's no problem, of course. Uh-huh. Ho ho ho. Ha ha ha. Is that better than summoning some stuff? Because I sort of like the Dark Iron, and then the 2/2 kills the 1/1, and then the Dread kills the 2/1. So my board would be a 4/4 versus this thing, and then I Dread Infernal. The other play is to go Councilman plus Fairy Dragon, kill the 2/2. And then you'll have a 2/5 up against the 3/4. You might kill your Fairy Dragon, and then you get a pretty good Dread Infernal as well.
So many possible.
Alright, it's probably better to just follow the curve then. Boop. Also means that our mana is quite nice on turn 7 with 3 and a 4. Although if we are putting Dark Iron on a Dread Infernal, it's probably just 2 extra phase. Schmork.
So many possibilities.
Decent start so far. Ooh. That is quite the timing there, my friend.
Almost out of time.
Pretty weak turn considering what we had. But he sort of forced our hand here. Alright. I would say he pretty much had a pretty terrible turn himself. Our Councilman can go up to 7 damage, can't it? 2 minions put it up to 5. Dwarf puts it up to 7. I suppose that is a thing we do. And we take out his ogre. Not quite where I want that Councilman to go, but we don't have anywhere near enough pressure on him to leave an ogre alive and let it do its thing. Especially with the Shovel Fist draw, we can try to play a bit slower. Oh, still curving out. I suppose I can trade my 3-drop into a 6-drop. Yep. That's pretty much the sentiment there.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
You're pathetic to things.
Ooh. Alright. Couple of good hits here. I'm not gonna jam my 9/9 into a 5/2.
It's time for a lot of blood.
I'll save it for his Abyssal to counter with the fist. He's got a little bit of chip damage, right? To finish off the Councilman or something. Because otherwise I don't exactly approve of his Gnomish trade. Actually, I never approve of his Gnomish trade. He needs something very specific for this to be correct. That is very specific. I approve. This always goes face. If you trade the 2/2, Abyssal gets weird. But Blast Crystal and Siphon Soul are way better. Okay. Am I glad I didn't trade the 2/2? Because that would ruin everything. Burly in his face? I kind of like the Burly in his face. That would be nice. But Blizzard stopped designing fun charge cards. Feels bad, man. Now all rush minions are broken. I love the emote where you put the smork face out and then some question marks and you just go like, what the fuck? Minion can't go face? What the fuck? Alright. That's a pretty amazing draw. That'll be good at some point. Oof, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. It hurts a lot. I mean, I'll do the things that happen, right? I think with my hand, you trade. He doesn't have Abyssal, right? Oh, top deck? No. Alright. At least he's missing the 6/6. Make your own 6/6. Phenomenal draw. Should have gone face. Appreciate the input, Captain Hindsight.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
The curse pick feels pretty decent. I like it. I mean, triple curse, sneak, and lackey is good. I'm just making sure. Just get the dunk. Dunk, dunk, dunk. It's pretty good.
Put it on paper.
Pretty nasty turn for us. What would you give this deck out of 10? 8, 8.5.
Well played. Well played. Gul'dan versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
The weapon is obviously on my mind here, but coining both the 1-drops makes your curve pretty bad.
Almost out of time.
I think you take your chances. Flame Imp is just not the same if it's not on turn 1. Nice. Coin sneak into sneaks seems so uninspiring. I think I'll open up the coin 4-drop line.
Why do you call?
I'll take the trade on the totem for now.
Such a beautiful design.
Such a beautiful design. You could Dark Iron Dwarf here, and it wouldn't be bad. But I think putting a 3-5 to clean up the 3-3 is just better. And then you can still go Sneak 1, or you can still go Dwarf. That went okay. Oh, the heal totem as well. Excellent. Good thing we have the Dwarf. Oh, okay. We get to do things next turn.
Didn't sign up for this.
Whoa. I guess Siphon Soul's coming up, but holy crap. These guys don't know what a face looks like. Smork. Man, we got 7 extra health. That's insane.
Me angry. Yours away.
Trade plays around Mortal Coil and Dread Infernal 2. Yeah, but 7 health less plays around so much more. Later in the game, he's gonna wish I have 7 less health. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I will almost always lean to the Smork if it's close, and that was not even close for me.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
Do you call?
Maybe his deck is just insanely big, and then it's just not that surprising, but oh my god, this is a problem. I guess I'll just have the Lackey. Alright. It's a problem in terms of, oh no, I have to use my 1 mana card that I got from free from my other card. The horror, the horror. What will I do? What will I do, chat? I have to use my 1/1 that I got for free from my 2/2. You can see the trade. Yeah, I mean, you can see it. You can see, I mean, there are a wide variety of things that are bad for him if he smorks with the Earth Ellie. I agree. I'm just saying that it probably doesn't outweigh giving me 7 extra health. Oh. Ho 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 ho. Alright. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. I guess the 6/6 sorta wants to dunk the 4/6. They're kind of made for each other.
So many possibilities. Even high on the hog. This piggy's going to market.
I guess if you're him, you just take out 13 power by killing the 3 and the 6, the 5 and the 6. It's either that or you go really conservative and kill off the councilman. It's gonna go conservative route. Give me a good old punish deck. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Alright. I guess I am Shadow Flaming a 1/1, huh? Good old punish. Four mana Dread Inferno doesn't give you a 6/6. That's not so bad. We got worse. Shady, do you still do coaching streams? Yeah, Officer Joy. From time to time. Definitely happens. I'm trying to first look at a board where I don't Abyssal, but Abyssal just gets the big boy out. Because you can honestly sort of get away without Abyssaling here, right? Because you can just blow Guild of Shields, trade the 6 here, trade the 3 here, go face for 3, and you just have a spare Abyssal. Having a spare Abyssal does not sound like a bad thing to have. Yeah, I think I can actually go for, you know, just having a spare Abyssal. We have the health to play it a little slower. I think I will take it out. Ah, screw that. The danger is him buffing it, but the upside is him not pre-trading it, and then Abyssal will keep my Councilman alive. Yeah, now he'll probably keep the Councilman alive this way. Or at least on the board. He might have gotten a removal now. Oof. That's an annoying one.
Your rage sustains me.
Alright, so he gets 1 card. Acceptable. Quite the draw there. That's a bit of a lazy trade. You can also remove the bubble and keep the Broodmother for tanking the taunt, but given that he has 1 card, I think this is fair. Oh boy. Is he gonna storm me? Feels like he's gonna storm me, right? No? No. Is he gonna concede? Feels like he's gonna concede, right? Yep. Felt it coming, guys.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I am your nightmare.
Isana drafted a few days ago. This was drafted on Sunday. Yep. By chat.
Why do you call?
Summoning portal open.
Oh, okay, Simha. I'm glad he's okay. Thank you for the reply. Bomber could be absolutely terrible. It's a good enough reason to not do it, I guess. I'm just looking at the stuff that can happen with the bomber, and it can be incredibly bad. Yeah, Stein. I had a similar feeling about that turn.
It's not just the city of pages.
He can Hellfire trade if he wants to, it's okay. Feels like we just go trade, put some stuff down. Dread Infernal's not that bad.
We shall end this disturbance. So many possibilities. You call that a weapon?
Now he's locked out of Abyssal, which is great for us. And then he will finally give us the stupid coins so we can play the Shovel Fist. Him not trading did not pay off, no. I think he telegraphed the presence of AoE in his hand very, very clearly. Because his thought process is, why would I trade something that's already going to die on board? Wow, he still did not. He realizes he has a 10 health minion on the board, right? He still did not give me the coin here. Why draft that thing if you're never gonna swing? I'm assuming that a Dread Infernal is in the works. Which means I guess I just play the sword and hold on to the villager. Actually, does villager do work? Villager kinda does work though, right? Yeah, villager goes back into the 2/2. Okay. Okay, just play the cards, kill the 3/10.
Almost out of time. Get it out! Get it out!
We haven't won by any means. We've just gotten some advantages that we shouldn't have gotten based on this play. Could be a Shadow Flame as well. In which case the 1/1 won't do much.
Join or die, or both.
Alright, it's not a Shadow Flame. A coin! Pog. Alright.
From the void I come.
He's got that 4-6 in his hand, which makes for a very decent Shovel Fist target. I suppose I'll just tap here. Put the scribe down. That does not feel better than putting a scribe down, I believe. Because the problem is, we know Broodmother is the... at least guaranteed, right? He'll get at least a 4-6, maybe something better, maybe something worse, but he will never whiff the Void. So if we Dark Iron Dwarf the 1-1 to kill the 4-2, then he summons a Broodmother into a 4-4, which I kind of don't like.
What a tragedy.
So I think he's forcing our hand a bit to play slower here. Hey Willie Chang, what's up, man? Did he had it all this time? He did. So us playing around the Dread Infernal was enough for him to never play it. We're gonna need to Shovel Fist. And then we either coin Voidwalker, or we let him trade, get the Arnasi Broodmother out, and then the Hog buff the Hog, kill the Arnasi Broodmother. He drew it on 8? Oh, right, that's true. For some reason I thought that on 8 he had... Oh no, on 8 we played around... Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I think if I don't Shovel Fist the 6-6, we're in trouble. So, sort of have to do that. But it's just, do I want to keep my 9-3 alive with the Voidwalker? The upside should be there, right? Make him work for it.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Rot into my core.
Alright, so we can take out the Broodmother by sniping the 3-1. And then hog the 4-5. Which leaves him with a 4-4 after he trades and has a 2-1.
Many possibilities.
So we have to tap, right? That Voidwalker paid off, I believe. Nice. That's a lot of power that we dealt with fairly efficiently. Or, you know, a lot of taunt maybe. Maybe not a lot of power, but just card quality wise. That's a lot of stuff we dealt with. So much trading. Crazy. It's like they don't assume I have an AoE in my deck. Potion? No, you served your purpose. He's thinking if he should. Oh no, never mind. Potion indeed. Yeah, he should have been able to play that other one earlier. For real? Wow. We can have chat. We can have. That feels wrong if he's doing it that way. I don't know. Yep, now just trade with the 4-4. Yep. Ah, why would you play around stuff? I don't know, man. It feels like these high-win Warlocks... It feels like they don't deserve to be there with how they're thinking about playing around other Warlocks their shit. Feels like it. I'm not gonna say they don't deserve to be there. Just feels like it.
You call that a win? At last, a worthy disciple.
Did not miss this. Did not miss this at all. Oh well. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? What can you do?
Total corruption, total power!
God.
It's time for a lot of blood.
Gotta do it, I think. Got the Abyssal on the way. Uh-oh. I had 3 random demons. That's what he... Oh my... He chose about the least impactful potion ever. We actually have a chance because of that. First of all, 10 mana. I can somewhat see, but 5 mana is more tempo, right? But I can somewhat see 10 mana, but... He must have really low-rolled the decisions. Hello? Did I draft these guys? I think I did, right? Evil Genius and 2 Abyssal, bottom 6. Also, pretty much all the Councilmen were at the bottom, right? Oh my god, this entire game was a low roll. It's like, what, 3 Councilmen in the last 8 or something? I don't know. Holy crap. I guess this happens. If I played a Creeper, he double trades again.
Almost out of time.
That's probably better than Shadow Flaming my 3-5 and killing it off. Because I have Abyssal coming up, so... I should probably develop the 3-5 and hit him with the AoE next turn. We'll see.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of 10 mana potions, but...
Run! I will hold them off.
Okay. It's a pretty good Shadow Flame now.
Kill them all!
I don't see how I win, but I can see how I lose. Forehead. Painful loss, painful loss.
Gul'dan versus Rexxar.
Let the hunt begin. Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, deck. Let's do it. Oh, big money. That is a hand, alright.
Greetings.
Not you're not gonna be greeting me in a moment.
I greet you.
Get it out!
Get it out!
Calm down. I'm a doctor.
Condor, thank you for the sub. Welcome, Condor. Appreciate that. I don't think we go for the greedy line. The greedy line is to coin the councilman. But if he somehow kills it, you're stuck. And if you get the lackeys out, you're probably gonna win. So I think you have to go for the safe line here. Which is a shame, because coin councilman is such an insane start here. But if he kills the 1-1, you might get absolutely destroyed. So this is a little bit of a hedge what we did here. Because coin councilman gets you a much, much faster start. But if the 1-1 dies, it's sort of over. You get completely locked out. That's a really nice dwarf. And then probably councilman plus 1 lackey. Probably gonna get marked shot anyway. So maybe just councilman pass. We'll see. What a shame we had to play Evil Genius on curve. Yeah. Real nasty. What? A mark shot? What was a shenanigan?
It's not just the city of mages.
Hey, that might not sound like a lot, Shadowhorn, but it is. Congratulations. Good stuff. The average wins is 3, right? The average wins is 3, so don't feel like it's not an accomplishment.
Almost out of time.
Yeah, 1 more mana. It's quite nice here.
Pay attention, class.
Oh, he did have the ping. I'm not sure if he would have done it, but he had it, right? So there was a chance he would have blocked out our lackeys. Scribe kill the dudes is probably fine.
I wonder.
You sort of want to prep this for Abyssal, but it's incredibly telegraphed. But at the same time, it's actually no better. You can mask your prep with the bomber. He won't be too suspicious. Alright, well that was absolute terrible.
Greetings, traveler.
No worries, man. I think we can get more out of this. I can turn a 2-drop into a 3-drop, or I can turn a councilman into a 4-drop. If anything, the councilman might soak up some damage from him. Yeah, if the councilman tanks the 5 here, that's pretty good. Face, is it now? Oh, you have a ping in your hand. Okay. That makes sense. Nope, makes no sense whatsoever, but I'll take it. That was not a phase hit there. That was a trade into bomber every time. I think he sort of got started with this line and then realized halfway through it wasn't good, but then didn't want to, you know, bail out. talked about this on the Lightforge. I'm not sure how many people would have held this Lackey for this long. But both the Rush and the Evolve one, I feel you really hold them until the time is right. Oh my god, that is absolutely this. I'm giving him time to scoop if he wants to. So if he Shovel Fists this, I can go back in, right? Yeah. If I protect the fountain from Shovel Fist, it's over, I think. That is maybe not the absolute best roll, but it has to be top 3 of best minions I could get. Maybe it is the best minion I could get. He's chunking him down for deadly. Wow. Gotta hand it to him. He found a way. He found a way.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
Still dies to Huffer from the thing, right? I think I'll just shoot this one instead and push 4. Because for both Shovel Fist or Call of the Wild, it makes no difference whether I buff it. I think I'd rather just take my 4 face damage then. Oh, we knew we had another one of those. That would be a good reason to do it. Whoopsie. That was a clear mistake from my end.
Put it on paper. Put it on paper. Put it on paper. Put it on paper. Put it on paper.
This is where we have to choose whether we are greedy or not. If I Shovel Fist the 5-1, Mark Shot might pull him back into the game. But if I go Scribe Voidwalker, then a Mark Shot will allow him to suddenly push 7 face. It's a tough call to make. I think if he doesn't find the 7 face and I can tap if necessary, we'll probably end up winning. Alright, I think we made the right choice if that's his play. Quite happy with that. I'll still hold off for taps right now. I feel like we have enough stuff to play, and if I tap, then suddenly an Abyssal could be terrible. If the 5 damage goes through, you lose. Well, not always. Definitely not always. But the chance is higher that we lose. It's a good chance we die here. And that's probably due to a misplay I made at some point. I gave him that good Unleash the Beast. Had I buffed my taunt, it would have been better. For some reason I forgot that he had it. But I should definitely consider Unleash the Beast to begin with. It's a good thing to think about. What kind of a hunter are you? Oh, for some reason I forgot the 3 damage on his face, but not on our face. How does that even happen? How do I forget about the damage on his face, but not on my face? That's the best damage. Alright, I would say that the odds of this being an explosive trap are reasonably high, which means that we have exactly 1 more turn to kill him. I think that the best course of action is to trade all the scrolls into the 3-4.
So many possibilities.
Hit him for 6, play the hand, and win with 1 health, easy clap. Misdirection? I'll give it to him if it's misdirection. Strong play, if so. However, not much to do about it. I don't think I play my minions first. But we can talk about it. If we're playing a minion first, I should play Councilman to check for snipe and then lethal him, right? Yeah, let's not get bamboozled like that. Okay. I'll play the 1. I'm not gonna kill off my shield. If I trade 1 damage isn't lethal nor like a Leok roll.
A little healing goes a long way.
I don't know in which case it's better to trading. Well, I know in which case, but I don't know which play has the higher percent line.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I am your nightmare.
For me, it's creepers, snow. Ah, the curve. Trading plays around 2nd explosive. I think that I could have played that one better. Now get right on it. Don't hog me. Not the greatest target to numb. But putting 2 lackeys in a hand should be way better than tapping, right? Oh. For real now, sir. Got the dwarf. The 1 power shouldn't be too bad. Do it again. Alright. It's gonna go get something to drink if he was gonna take his time. Let's see. Dwarf and bump is most likely the line. I just want to look at the numbers on the other things. Yep.
Didn't sign up for this.
Good. It's always good to double check for that reason. Whoa. I take it. I like putting the dwarf down because it has 4 health. It's a good number against Warlock.
It's not just the city of mages.
Didn't sign up for this. As you command.
Good game, my man. Somewhat easier than last game. Yup.
Versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I am your nightmare.
It's not terrible to keep the Abyssal, but in this deck, we really want to pop off with the Councilman if we have a hand like this. How do you feel of drafting multiple Burly Shovel Fists? In the right deck, it can be okay. Meaning a slower deck. But overall, I don't really like those decks right now. Like hitting people in the face. I have to wait a long time for before Burly does something.
It's time for a little blood.
It's time for a little blood. Boop. Started out with the 4-4. Now I can't finish my explanation because you guys won't believe me, but I started out with the 4-4 to snipe the Spoder tanks. Now play this. Worked out. Oh my god. That top deck should have been illegal. It is quite extraordinary. Why don't you see the next turn?
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop. Please don't have a Fellfire Potion, then I can just hit you in the face. I don't like going all in on the lackeys, but it's a good turn to go all in on the lackeys. If you're gonna go all in on the lackeys, you may as well do it right now. Order lol. Curse of Weakness has been pretty good for us. Doom is powerful. Drain Life is Reach. I'm gonna play my Scribe. And then turn 7 I have an opener. Let's pick the Doom and experiment with it. Because I feel like he either stops this and it's gonna be a long game, or he doesn't. It's gonna be a short game anyway. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, now I only have one more councilman. Feels bad, man.
What a tragedy!
It is a tragedy. Genuine tragedy. Probably not the play. A council of one.
I wonder.
Put it on paper.
Almost out of time.
Tough decision there whether to Abyssal or not. I like this slightly more because if he has Godfrey, my board gets cleared and I'm sad. Wait, that makes no sense. I don't want to do that. Anyways, we got the face damage in. That's a big one, I suppose.
I don't think I want damage on the Dread Infernal. Play the Bomber first. What was I saying? I wanted to keep the Councilman on 5 instead of putting it down to 3. Oh god. This guy's a little fucker, isn't he? Can't you just die? Do you know how inconvenient this is for me? Anyways, what was I saying? If the Councilman is on 5, it's a lot harder for him to deal with it, and then I still have Abyssal as a follow-up. It looks like the Doompig's gonna work out.
The other way to do it is to Abyssal and keep the Shadow Flame and get the 6/6 out. Both are pretty decent. Who's ready for some Doom?
Hey, experimental pick worked out. Alright, chat. I see the line. I see the line.
This was not in my contract.
You served your purpose. Nope. Okay. I see the line. Three dwarfs walk into the hand. Never skip dig day.
The state of Warlock Arena currently. Well, you dropped to 6, buddy.
You didn't play around 2-turn Hellfire on a stick from the hand, did you now? Yeah, he actually Godfrey does. Man, this is probably gonna be quite the Paladin deck, huh? As far as anti-Paladin hands go, this is quite something. Voidwalker Blowgill, pretty good. Hey Willie Chang, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome, welcome. If you were going second, would you keep Abyssal? That's super dependent on the hand. Keep in mind this is still an aggressive deck, so I want to get a good start. Do they have any healing synergy? Top turn. It's all about what kind of 3-drop he's playing.
Born underground, suffer from a teeth of stone, raised in the dark, the safety of a mountain home, skin made of iron, still in the bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brother, sing with me. I am a dwarf,
Tough turn.
digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. I am a dwarf.
Draw Void? We did. We have Void Walker. Count someone into Sneak. Walker is better, right? It's not obvious. Depends on what he does. Given the fact that he developed 2 1-health minions just now, it's pretty good. He meant tap and void? Never. 2 3-drops in your hand. You never tap there. What 3-drop makes you consider? He might have had the 3-2 that spawns 4/4s. That in particular, it's a bit better for Councilman, I think. Maybe directing the Divine Shields where we want it is better as well. He gets to put it on something else now. That's my bad. I will just focus on the game now, guys. I feel like this was a pretty big mistake. I should have killed the Divine Shield. On the other hand, if he Divine Shields the 3-1, that's immediate value, immediate pressure. It's hard to say. Oh boy, that's game. Maybe not. I have an Abyssal in my hand. Feels like it's game though, holy crap.
Well played. Well played.
It's an unfortunate turn of events.
Living high on the hog.
What a tragedy! Better write this down.
Well, I've got another try. I have a feeling we won't have enough health to make this work. Not unless he does some really stupid trading. It's crazy how many people I see over trading. Not this guy though. Smork.
This stinks.
Put it on paper.
Let's give him the 2 health guy. Got tokens on the board. Got 3 damage from the Enforcer. This might encourage him to trade more and preserve our life total. Assuming he has it, if that's the one he's going for. Aha.
It's not just the city of nature.
Aldor? Sniper? Sure. The obvious one is like, oh, let's put the 3-3 and the 2-3 and abyssal him, but then secrets, right? He could have an avenge, he could have a redemption. Redemption on Harvest Golem particularly is quite nasty. Could be a getaway Kodo, probably don't want to kill the 2-3 Murloc no matter what. At least not first.
So many possibilities.
Upside is quite significant. I'll give it a shot. We'll see where it goes from there. Wow. Alright, so Repentance, eye for an eye. Kill off our own villager to protect health on our other guy. Okay. So never surrender / hidden wisdom. That's a particularly bad combination for him, but the 3 extra damage on my face might cost me. He did have it. Wow.
Always gets the scoop.
Easy flame it, am I right, boys? TT Heroic, thank you, man. Check chat in just a moment. GG's. Poof. Man, we came back. Thank you for the 15 months, TT Rook. Shady S. Shady S indeed. Abyssal Enforcer is a pretty good card. We did a chat. 12 in chat draft. Easy clap. Tap Flame Imp BM. Like, I could take this win, but I don't need it. Why did you play the villager first? Repentance.